Chapter 10. Beautiful Flowers. Flowers are the most beautiful part of a plant. They are of different shapes, colors and sizes. Some plants have colorful and sweet-smelling flowers, such as the rose, jasmine, rajnikandha, etc. Some plants have tiny flowers with no smell, such as grass, weeds, etc. Plants that bear flowers are called flowering plants. Some plants do not bear flowers. These are called non-flowering plants, such as ferns, pines, crotons, etc. Let's know about different parts of a flower. Parts of a flower. A flower has many parts. Each part of a flower has a specific function to perform. Sepals. They are usually green in color. They protect the flower when it is in the bud stage. Petals. These are the most attractive parts of a flower. Their function is to attract insects. Stamen. It is the male part of a flower. The stamens release pollen. Each stamen has a stalk called filament and the swollen top containing pollen grains called anther. Carpel. Carpel or pistil consists of an ovary, style and stigma. These are the female parts of a flower. Formation of seeds. You must have seen a butterfly sitting on a flower. It sucks nectar to get food. While sucking nectar, it also helps in an important process known as pollination. The pollen grains from the anthers stick to the feet of the butterfly, and when it sits on another flower, they are simply transferred to the pistil of another flower. Apart from butterflies, many other insects help in the transfer of pollens from one flower to another. The process of transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma is known as pollination. The pollen grains go down to the ovary and join with the tiny eggs. This process is called fertilization. Thus, a seed is formed. Once the seed is formed, the petals of a flower fall off and the seed changes into a fruit. Uses of flowers. Flowers have many uses in our everyday life. They bring joy, freshness, fragrance, and beauty in our lives. Here are a few uses of flowers. Some flowers like cauliflower, broccoli, etc. are eaten as vegetables. Some flowers like zinnia, marigold, etc. are used in the dyeing industry. Some flowers are used to make medicines and cosmetics. For example, rose petals are used for making rose water, which is good for eyes and skin. Sweet-smelling flowers like rose, jasmine, etc. are used for making perfumes and incense sticks. Saffron is a spice which we get from stigma of the saffron flower. It is used to flavor food and also in medicine. Some flowers are used for decoration purposes. In marriages or some festivals or functions, they are used to decorate houses, doorways, places of worship, etc. Extract of flowers like rose and hibiscus are used to make a drink called sherbet. Honey from flowers. Many flowers produce a sweet-smelling liquid called nectar. Insects like bees suck nectar from these flowers and carry it to their hives. A beehive consists of thousands of tiny chambers called combs. The bees spit out the nectar that they have sucked into these combs. They seal the nectar with the wax which they produce themselves. Slowly, the nectar turns into honey. It is stored as food for the bees and their young ones. Beekeepers called apiarists rear bees to get honey. This is called apiculture. The place where bees are reared is called an apiary. When a honeycomb is full of honey, it starts dripping as the cells that store honey become weak and begin to crack. The beekeeper then smokes all bees out of the honeycomb by burning dried straw and branches under the hive. Honey is then collected from the honeycomb. Honey takes on the fragrance of the flowers from which the nectar is collected. Honey is full of vitamins and minerals. Nutritionists say that eating honey delays the aging process. Having it with lemon and warm water in the morning is good for the skin and is helpful in losing weight.